Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to this new webinar. My name is Tony Cueva Bravo, and today we're going to talk about how we unlock Colombia and why US businesses need Nequi. In this 20-minute webinar, we will outline why US businesses should integrate Nequi to effectively tap into Colombia's growing market. So we can learn how this payment method can streamline transactions and expand your reach. But first of all, there's a little notice about this webinar. So this webinar is provided for informational and educational purposes only and should not be constructed as specific legal, financial, or professional advice, right? While we strive to present accurate and up-to-date information, we don't guarantee its applicability or accuracy in relation to your individual situation or specific company circumstances. So, what is Rebuild? First and foremost, Rebuild is a cross-border payment and subscription platform for global companies in Latin America. So, we offer more than 100 payment methods, from cards to bank transfer to digital wallets and cash, in more than 9 countries in the region, 10 in total to be precise. So, we help US companies process local payments, convert those funds in USD, and then send them to their corporate bank account in the US. And our value proposition is basically summarized in 3 bullet points. The first one is about transparent fees. So we really have a culture about transparency. So we want your business to understand how much we charge per transaction and how much are you charging your end user per transaction. So we don't have any hidden fee or cost, and we don't charge any minimum fees. We also have focus on customer support. We value human interactions. So therefore, we always get instant access, instant answers from a human, and no bots or automated support is allowed in Rebuild. And finally, about we are really want to be product focused and product led. So we want to you guys have the smooth experience towards integration. Therefore, we want to accelerate your launch with our friendly API and SDK designed for rapid development. We also being backed by top tier VC investors such as Tiger Global, Y Combinator, Soma Capital, SB Angel, Magma Partners, and Rally Cap. So, what is Nequi exactly? Nequi is a digital-only neobank and mobile payment platform launched by Bank Colombia, the country's largest bank by market cap and by total assets in 2016. So it provides a comprehensive suite of financial services directly from a smartphone app, enable users to conduct transactions such as saving, money transfers, and bill payments without the need of physical branches. So it's accessible 24/7. Nequi is designed for the tech-savvy user, offering features like instant peer-to-peer payments and digital saving goods. So, as a pivotal part of Colombian digital banking landscape, Nequi drives financial inclusion and modernized banking practices in a region where traditional banking penetration is limited. There's still 40% of the Colombian population is still underbanked. So let's talk about some facts about Nequi and why it's so relevant in the Colombian financial landscape. So there's 4 reasons. Why adoption? Nequi stands as the Colombian leading mobile payment platform. So boosting 18 million users with 13 million actively transacting at least one amount. The second reason is the payment volume. Nequi's recent growth is reflecting in deposits reaching approximately 758 million USD and loans totally around 17 million USD and a fee income of roughly 17 million. We also talk about the product capabilities. It's not only about peer-to-peer transactions or peer-to-business transactions, but also we're talking about new credit options, including love amount consumer loans and propulsor, which is a higher uh, amount consumer loan that is for more specific endeavors that the consumers want to pursue. Sometimes it's talking about businesses. Also, they enable a marketplace, so they can manage mobile top ups, pay bills, make donations, obtain insurance, and recharge transportation cards. So you can actually enable Nequi for doing consumer daily task. So that's why we became so mainstream. And finally, in the e-commerce vertical, Nequi claimed 3% of Colombians' e-commerce volume in 2023, which is approximately 1.3 billion. So now that we understand why Nequi is so relevant, we need to know how easily is to pay with Nequi. So there are two ways to make payments with Nequi. And the first one is the QR code, and the second one is a push notification. So regarding the QR code, you choose Nequi at checkout to create a QR code payment, then open the Nequi banking app and select pay with QR code. And then with your cell phone, you can scan the QR code that appears in front of your screen at the checkout, and then you make a confirmation of the payment. It's super easy, super smooth. It's gonna take you at least like 5 seconds to do the process. So that's why it becomes so sticky to use. And the second one is much simpler. It's basically when you have you send a push notification to your mobile app, then you select money uh, instead of paying with QR code, and then you enter the merchant's phone number, and then eventually you confirm the payment. So it's pretty similar, just the difference is on the mode. One is a QR code, one is one action, and the other one is just a number. So why should US businesses adopt Nequi? Why is so relevant? Why you guys need to understand that Nequi will open up the market for you in Colombia? So there's 4 reasons: agility, simplicity, and availability. So basically, payments are quick and easy. So just requiring just a scan of the QR code or a push notification. And Nequi basically operates on a 24/7 basis through a mobile app. And the payments can be made and received anytime, anywhere with just a tap of the smartphone. So that's the reason why it's become so adopted, universally accepted, because of the simplicity and the availability and the agility of this mobile app. Also, there's a real-time payment confirmation using Nequi. So you can ensure that the funds are available almost immediately. So it facilitating like better cash flow management for businesses and confirming transactions completion for both parties. It's also associated with a trusted brand, right? Like because it started with Colombia, Nequi benefits from the trust and recognition associated with one of the Colombia's largest and most established banks. So businesses that use Nequi are able to leverage this trust and potentially increase their own credibility and consumers' confidence in their services. And finally, security. Since the payments are made directly from the user's smartphone, Nequi reduces the risk of fraud and protects sensitive financial information. Here are some examples of US companies accepting Nequi. So all these subscription platforms such as Netflix, Spotify, and even Amazon Prime Video, they have accepted Nequi as one of their valid payment methods in Colombia. As it was so widely adopted, they can use a code within the applications, and they can pursue some credits so they can actually use it for their Netflix or Spotify's debit account. And that will enable them to use these services without actually being able to charge with a credit card or debit card. So it's much easier for them to get more Colombians on board and get more Colombians in their services. So if you want to start using Nequi, what you should do. So here's how we represent with Rebuild. How do you gonna use Nequi? So basically, you when consumers order anything online, merchants will use Rebuild to show Nequi at the checkout. So then they use their mobile banking app to scan the QR code and accept the push notification to confirm a purchase. So that's basically how it works. And then the benefits of actually you guys incorporating Nequi as a pay-in option in Colombia is that you have a quick settlement. Sometimes because the funds are credited immediately, you guys can have the cash earlier. And the second point is much important because the QR codes and the push notifications makes the acceptance rate way higher. It validates that the user is who he is, and then eventually you guys get a high acceptance rate, and therefore also a low risk of chargeback because the user is the one that has confirmed the transaction. So there's no involvement in terms of fraud when someone else tries to do so because it's very complicated and they have security measures to enable people to store these entities and credentials in Nequi. And about payouts, so if you receive payments from Colombians, you also want to send payments to Colombians because you need to pay a provider or a third party in general. So you as a merchant, you want to actually send money to this third party provider, consumer, end user, etc. So merchants want to make payouts to a third party in Colombia. Therefore, they use a rebuild to send the money via Nequi. And then the benefits of doing so is you guys have the funds are credited immediately. You guys can use mass payments at once, so it's up to 300 payments at one shot. So you can actually get the payment method and the money credited in Colombian pesos. So your user, the end user you want to send the money, they have a localized experience by receiving these pesos, Colombian pesos in Nequi. Finally, I encourage you or invite you to use our Nequi solutions because it's ready for you. As you can see, this is a QR code made in production. So we have this solution ready for setup, ready for you guys to start using it. And the good news is that you don't need a local entity at all. You don't need to incorporate a Colombian entity. You can use your US entity we reveal, and then we can help you to open up this market using our no code, low code, no code tool, or you can connect Nequi via checkout or API. And the good reason is you can start now by signing up. Rebuild my.rebuild.com/sign up, and you can start accepting payments in Colombia by using Nequi. So I highly recommend you guys to take a look, give it a try, sign up and Rebuild, and look for this opportunity to open the Colombian market so you guys will receive a well-adopted payment and then increase your revenues and streamline the operations there. And if you have any sort of question, I really encourage you to send me an email, Tony at rebuild.com. I will definitely answer any questions that you might have from this webinar or about Rebuild in general. We're looking for your comments and in any sort of like doubts that you might have about the platform. I'm happy to send you any answers about that and any thoughts about that. So I really appreciate your time here. Thank you so much for sign up and talking up about and learning more about Nequi. And we'll see you the next time. And hope you uh, take a look at notification bell on LinkedIn. We're going for the next session. It will be talking about an instant payment method in Colombia named PSE. Sorry. And we will see you next time, next Thursday. And thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.